environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteers offense will get the first crack at it here. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win and what style's going to prevail. Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. Running into the open space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
And guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working on the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Volunteers are on the move. Looking for space. It's Perry. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Madden. Finds his man. It's Matthews.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. He'll do it himself. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The relentless emptying of the playbook on this opening drive has now finally hit a wall. It's 3rd and long. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously walked.
Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because...
Going deep. He's got it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Caves!
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Madden. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. It's a draw. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
From the gun, give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's gained. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Makes the catch. Ball's out. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Offense, you're thinking first down, get the first down on third down. Man, you can't put the ball on the turf, but at least the ball went out of bounds. Now you got a decision to make what you want to do on fourth down. Could have been a turnover, could have been worse there.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Lofton. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Trying play action. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got his man. Knocked off his feet.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Off and running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Man, how how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Back to throw, it's Madden. Quick strike complete. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They're going to run it. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Got a man. It's Wallace. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Johnson looking to throw. He's got him, and he's still running after the move. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lyle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Butler. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Dropping back. It's Madden. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The give. Takes it the other way. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Slides away. He throws one to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So, tough spot to be.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Madden. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Rush is on him. Caught in the backfield, it's Butler. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Pocket breaking down. Grab behind the line. It's Lion. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll throw on third down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
Well, and I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this fourth down manageable.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Vols will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Back to throw, it's Madden. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Slings it. And wings it incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Vols in a good spot here with second and short. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Quick release on the RPO. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Touchdown ball! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Great team defense on that one call. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs flowing. You just can't do it better.
The short hands, it's Carr. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's 1st down time in Tennessee.
1st down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give on the inside. Got the 1st down and more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He breaks a tackle. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Volunteers have pushed it inside the 20. The give from the gun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'll run it from the gun. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the...
Converts on 4th down, still going. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Arizona State somehow, some way, found a way there in Tempe and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the up. Looking deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets the back moving. Johnson wants to throw it. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next one.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Volunteer! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. In that loss last week, he just never got comfortable. Threw 3 picks, but much better today.
Much better taking care of the football. Listen, being the leader, he made the one mistake, but did a good job moving on from it, leading this offense, and ultimately getting the dub today.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. Turning it on. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And smashes it between the uprights. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. The give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. With the catch, it's Garcia. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
And the pass is broken up incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. Motion from the back. Johnson wants to throw it. This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lyle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up. Let's call it third and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got an open man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Hurricanes have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff, and these guys